Tamara Lich was one of the organizers of that famed convoy in Ottawa last winter. She was charged with things like public mischief. She ended up in jail for 48 days. She hasn't even been found guilty. Robb MacDonald is a prominent criminal defense lawyer in Toronto. He joins me right now because I want to put the question to you. First of all, she was charged. She wasn't even charged with murder, relatively minor things. She was put in jail. What's the system? How do you get out?
Well, Stephen, on top of that, she didn't have a criminal record. So when someone is accused of a crime, they have to apply for bail in a court. It usually starts with a justice of the peace in Ontario court. And she applied, she fought for bail and was denied the first time around.
The Crown went after her.
That's right.
And didn't want her to get bail. That was appealed to a judge.
That's right.
Who granted bail on conditions.
That's correct.
And then what happened? Didn't she just go to some award dinner in Toronto, have her picture taken with someone she wasn't supposed to, and they grabbed her again?
That's right. So when someone is released on bail, they're normally given a set of bail conditions that they have to follow. It could be that they have to surrender their passport. It could be that they're not to associate with anyone with a criminal record. In her case, one of the conditions that she had to follow was that she wasn't to be associating with other people who were known to be involved or charged with respect to this convoy.
And so she wasn't associated. There's a picture taken.
Yeah. And not only that,
and they threw the hammer at her again.
And not only that, but actually, one of the issues that was discussed in her bail review was whether or not she even had permission from the court to go specifically to this event. She received that permission. She went to the event. The issue is that she was seen communicating with and sitting at the same table as one of these people who she was under a bail condition not to have contact with.
And so, again, it went before a JP. And tell me, a JP is not a lawyer.
That's right.
And not a judge, just a person who got a political favor sometimes.
Well, yeah, JP
good ones and bad ones.
A justice of the peace is not a judge, and often, in some cases, is not a lawyer prior to being a JP. That's correct.
And so she got thrown into jail again, or they went out to Alberta to bring her back to Ottawa. She got thrown into jail again until a judge got hold of it and said, this is absolute baloney. And she was in shackles.
That's right.
Is that usual?
Well, it is. I hate to say it, but it is. Often when people are pursuing a trial and are waiting to be processed, they are often denied bail for periods of time.
But she was no physical danger to anybody. She wasn't brandishing a knife or a gun. She wasn't going crazy in the courtroom. Why in shackles?
Yeah, that's one of the things that if you're in bail and you've been detained, you're going to have to play by the rules of the courts and the jails. And if they decide to shackle you, they shackle you. That's what happens.
48 days, not found guilty. She needed a good defense lawyer like yours. Thanks very much. Okay, 3 minutes. If you did not know that the red ensign, formerly Canada's flag, has now been labeled by the Canadian government a symbol of hate, and they're sending that to all the students, then press subscribe and PayPal and learn more.